My goal is to ultimately pull people back from reactionary frameworks that they've developed by rarely ever applying critical thinking and taking for granted all the social conditioning that exists in the ether. If you grow up in a country like the United States of America, you are going to have really fucking right-wing opinions. It's normal. This is how it is. America is fairly right-wing on a lot of issues. My job is to basically build a dam around that overflowing right-wing attitude that creates a sense of comfort and makes people lean into those biases. It is very comfortable. Like, right-wing commentary gives you comfort. It definitely creates a sense of paranoia. Reactionary opinions do, where you're like constantly afraid of your shadow. You're constantly afraid that, like, God forbid, there might be a trans person lurking around the corner. Oh my God. Right-wing commentary gives me zero comfort, let me say out. No, right-wing commentary gives a lot of people comfort in the sense that if you grew up thinking, you know, yeah, well, black people are kind of violent, right? Like, without ever really examining what you're thinking, because that's all you've seen on television. That's all you've seen with whatever you read. And you haven't really examined where that is coming from. And you have this kind of fear, right? It's much more comforting to hear someone either from an intellectualist framework like Ben Shapiro, who tries to intellectualize this kind of white supremacist thought, or someone from a really dumbed down version of it that is like incredibly racist. Like, that reaffirmation of your belief system is what gives people comfort. It actually pisses people off quite a bit when someone checks their previously held biases. They go, whoa, the fuck do you mean that this is directly a consequence of material conditions and systemic racism? This is something that I talk about and think about quite a bit. I actively try to present alternatives to this kind of thought-terminating cliche that right-wingers apply in their commentary, a way to say, oh, it's just common sense. Right-wing commentary provides people with an ideological understanding of what is wrong with the world without having to confront the material contradictions of our world that is comforting to many people. Exactly. It is reassuring. Exactly. That's what I mean when I say it's right-wing reactionary sentiment is like a security blanket. Nobody likes change, especially the older they get, the more scared they are of change, because change basically is a sad, scary reminder that, you know, the life you've led is no longer the same, and that you're at the end of it, right? You're getting closer and closer to the end of your life. And people are afraid of that. They meet societal changes with like a lot of anger and a lot of fear, because it's a constant reminder that, like, maybe they're getting older and the things that they took for granted are no longer the same. That in and of itself is enough for a lot of people to resist it.